I'll be honest. I wasn't expecting much when I first saw the Creality Pika. Every company loves to throw around words like portable and AI-powered. So I figured this would be another tiny gadget making big promises. Then, I actually looked at what it could do. The thing weighs just 256 grams. Seriously, it's so small that if you didn't know what it was, you'd probably mistake it for a compact camera. A few years ago, there was no way I'd believe something this size could handle serious 3D scanning. But here we are. Creality somehow squeezed a 7-line blue laser, an NIR scanning system, depth cameras, and an RGB camera into this little body. That combination gives it enough flexibility to scan everything from replacement car parts to custom projects you want to 3D print at home. And honestly, the wireless setup is one of my favorite parts. I don't enjoy being tied to a laptop with cables hanging everywhere while trying to walk around an object. With the Pika, you can pop in a battery, connect over Wi-Fi, and just scan. It feels less like operating equipment and more like using a normal handheld device. Now here's where I think people should really pay attention. Small doesn't automatically mean compromised. In reverse engineering tests, the Pika stayed within 50 microns of dimensional accuracy and had no problem aligning scans from different angles. Even thin automotive parts, which are usually where budget scanners start falling apart, came together surprisingly well. That's not something I expected from a scanner in this price range. The RGB camera does a nice job with color textures, and if you're scanning objects with enough surface detail, the infrared mode lets you skip reflective markers altogether. That's the kind of feature you don't fully appreciate until you've spent way too much time sticking markers all over everything. Now, would I tell everyone to buy this instead of a Creality Raptor? No. If your work involves tiny jewelry, coins, or anything loaded with microscopic detail, I'd still lean toward the Raptor because it captures finer detail. That's simply the better tool for that kind of work. But here's the thing. Most people aren't scanning wedding rings all day. They're scanning motorcycle parts, plastic covers, broken clips, brackets, prototypes, cosplay pieces, or custom projects for a 3D printer. And for that kind of work, I think the Pika makes a really strong case for itself, especially when you remember the price. At around $629, it delivers laser scanning, wireless connectivity, color capture, solid tracking, and accuracy that's honestly better than I expected. I think that's what makes it interesting. Not because it's the most powerful scanner on the market, but because it gets surprisingly close without demanding a premium price. If someone asked me today which budget scanner I'd recommend for reverse engineering, the Creality Pika would be right at the top of that conversation. But that's just my take. Do you think Creality has a winner here? Or would you still spend more for something like the Raptor? Let me know in the comments. And if you're into smart gadgets, robotics, 3D printing, and the kind of tech that's actually useful in the real world, make sure you're subscribed. We've got a lot more coming.